Why is my colleague earning more than me? This is a question I have often heard people ask at Career Earth. Let me ask you something and be honest with yourself. Have you ever found that a colleague, someone with a similar role, similar experience, maybe even someone you have trained, is earning more than you? And when you found out, what was the first reaction? Was it confusion? Was it anger? Or was it deep self doubt? Most people immediately think, am I undervalued? Is this unfair? Am I doing something wrong? But here is the uncomfortable truth. Most pay gaps inside companies are not about performance, they are about structure. In this video, I want to help you understand why colleagues earn different salaries, what the data actually says, and how to respond strategically, not emotionally. We will use a career earth lens called the anchor framework to make sense of all this. So, what does the data actually say? Let's start with facts. Across companies, we have found that compensation research and hiring data is showing a consistent pattern. Early salary explains nearly 50 to 60% of long term pay differences, and that is huge. Internal annual hikes are usually between 6 to 12 percentages to deal with the inflation. Lateral external hires are often paid 20 to 30% more than their internal peers. Companies are correcting market mismatches faster than internal inequities. So, what does this mean? It means two people doing the same job today can be in very different pay bands, and the system doesn't automatically equalize them. At Career Earth, we explain internal pay gaps using the anchor framework. Pay differences make sense when you examine the six variables. The first variable is admission point. Your starting salary matters far more than most people realize. Most hikes are percentage based, so the gaps begin to become larger and larger. The second variable is negotiation history. Someone who negotiated at entry often stays ahead permanently. The third variable is criticality of the role. Two titles can look identical but carry very different business importance. The fourth variable is hiring context. Urgent hiring, niche skill needs, or last minute replacements inflate offers. The fifth variable is options in the market. If your colleague had competing offers, the company paid more to secure them. The sixth variable is replaceability. Companies pay far more to people who are harder to replace, not necessarily hard working. Ask yourself, which of these worked in your favor and which did not? Why does performance alone not close these gaps? And this is the hard part to hear and understand. High performance maintains your position, your title or designation in the company. It rarely, if ever, resets your salary to a higher base. Why? Because internal systems prioritize three things: stability, budget, and role continuity. Closing large gap would require a role change, a level change from an individual contributor to a team leader, or even a company change. This isn't unfairness, it's how compensation systems are designed. Recently, a person came to Career Earth and told us that he earns 8 lakhs per annum. His colleague earns 10 lakhs per annum. They are both in the same team and do the same role, and he has better performance appraisal ratings. We applied the anchor framework. We looked at the admission point into the organization. Our client joined earlier and at a lower market rate than his colleague. Negotiation, our client did not negotiate. His colleague negotiated at entry point. Hiring context, our client was hired urgent for a project. Replaceability, colleague had niche skills, but our client did not have niche skills in artificial intelligence. What was the Career Earth advice? This gap is structural, not personal. So what should the strategy be? Strengthen leverage, develop advanced and in-demand skills, prepare for a role level jump, or reset anchor completely by going to a different organization. Let us look at another one of our clients. This client of ours was focused more on execution, whereas her colleague managed client escalations. Her colleague had joined from a global firm and earned much more. So once again, we applied the anchor analysis to identify where the gap was and to provide clarity. What we saw was interesting. There were different roles in terms of criticality. Different market options were available for both these people working in the team. They had different replaceability values. So our Career Earth advice was, this is not a problem to fix emotionally. It's a signal to reposition, not resent. Go and do an MBA. Perhaps that will take you to the next level. Let me leave you with this. Pay gaps feel personal, but they're almost always structural. Companies don't pay for effort. So what do they pay for? They pay for timing, the leverage that you bring, the risk of you leaving the organization, and the replaceability factor. Can they replace you easily, or is it going to be more expensive to replace you? If you want to close a gap, don't argue fairness. Change your anchor. At Career Earth, we don't ask, why am I paid less? We ask, what needs to change for the market to price me differently? This question leads to power. The other one leads to frustration. Why am I not getting paid more? I'll see you soon at Career Earth. I hope you are enjoying this series. As we often say, clarity है तो growth होगा तो career होगा. Stay tuned at Career Earth.